Hello, good day. Welcome to Newspaper Review on Niger Watch. My name is Ima. I'm reporting live from Lagos, Nigeria. It's good to be here. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to Niger Watch family across the globe. How are you doing? It's a brand new week. Happy New Week, and welcome you to a beautiful, beautiful week. The week just started, but I hope you record good success this week. Welcome to this broadcast. If you'd like to join the conversation, the link has been posted. Please do also click on the link and you'll be right here on the screen with me. Welcome once again to those watching. Please do also like this broadcast, share, and invite someone onto the broadcast. Yes, please do so. Take out time to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are yet to do so. And also turn on your notification bell. Welcome to this broadcast once again. To those on the comment section, good morning to you, Osagbovo. How are you doing? Thank you for being on the broadcast. It's good to have you. And happy new week to you, Mommy Diaspora. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning to you, ma. Thank you for being on here and welcome to the broadcast. Yes, Naomi Bella, I see you. Good day to you. Yes. One love to you too. And welcome to this broadcast. Thank you for being here. Thank you to each and every one of you. Yes, you watch it. Thank you for being here. Please do also like this broadcast. To my panelists, just before you click on the link, please like the broadcast before you click on the link, and also use the dollar sign to the right on the comment section to support us. Also to the panelists before coming on to the studio, please. All right, El Asin. Good morning to you too. Thank you for being here and welcome to the broadcast. And of course, Vine Maxwell, how are you doing, Mr. Maxwell? Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. All right, we'll begin real quick already. Yeah, we'll begin real quick already, but please do not forget to do the needful by liking this broadcast, sharing, and inviting someone onto the broadcast. Yes, please. Thank you so very much. All right, our first paper for today is going to, yes, there's a little bit of to it. Our first paper for today is going to be this day. Here we have Atiku, Nigeria doesn't need leader who will move her from rotten to bad situation. Says Tinubu represents greatest threat to national cohesion, democratic norms. APC, your statement in Kaduna, irresponsible. We are undermined by plots to disrupt our programs, PDP declares. Okay, so if you want more of that, you could just please pick up a copy of this day. Move on to just above the picture story here, we have how personal income tax can solve Nigeria's revenue challenge. Impact with Enugu electorate, Mba pledges to deliver quality, people-focused governance. Again, policy. Nigeria's think tank calls for removal of petrol subsidy, reduction in appetite for debt. Then here, Kwakwaso, I won't participate in Arewa interactive section. And we have Global Finance World Best Bank Awards 2022. Okay, so the Kwakwaso refusing to attend the Arewa interactive section. He says that it is a ploy for endorsement. Now, talking about this endorsement, I think people are now being careful with political with aspirants. They're being careful because it's almost like any little chance anybody gets, they just sends out another propaganda of something that is not. This also happened with the ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, and now Kwankwaso is also saying that he will not be attending the interactive section because he thinks or he deems or there's an intel that it is supposed to be for some form of endorsement. Okay, let's see what others do now. Atiku is under some heavy backlash. He has, or safe to say, Atiku has done it again. Okay, the story is not here. Maybe we'll take it in another story, but the backlash coming to say that Nigeria does not need a leader who will move her from rotten to bad situation. More to come. Move to the next paper. More to come in the other papers. All right, on Tribune we have Oyebanjo sworn in as Ekiti governor promises prosperity. Tinubu, Akeredolu, Sanwo-Olu, Obaseki, Abiodun, Fayose attend ceremony. State of economy, more factories may soon shut down unless, that's from LCCI. I swear to God, I will end Nigeria's security problems. That's from Atiku. All right. I didn't write AGF to further detain Kano. That's from Ihedioha. Calls for police investigation. On flood, 603 Nigerians killed, 2.5 million affected so far. And there's a breakdown of 82,053 houses, 332,327 farmlands totally damaged. Atiku Tinubu's team at each other's throats over Kaduna statement. Okay, so the Kaduna statement will be Atiku, during the interactive section with the Arera committee, yes, Arera committee, during the section with them, he talking to his people, telling them that he's a Northerner, he's also Pan-African, and that they should not vote for any Yoruba or Igbo candidates, that they should vote for him because he knows what the Northerner wants and is going to give them what they want. Yes, he actually said that. That's why I said Atiku has done it again. This is the same person that said when oh dear, what's the lady is it Peace? Deborah, when Deborah was stoned to death, he actually condemned the act. And when they came for him, he took it down. So when I say Atiku has done it again, I am referring to what something that he did. He has done it again. That's the short of it. Telling them to vote for only a Northerner and they should vote for him because he's capable. And pitching them against the other people. Labour Party and the APC, they've come out to condemn that. Everybody and people are saying that he has gone against the constitution on that, and that he should be penalized, he should be fined. Some are saying that he should be taken out of the race because Nigeria is in a place where you can't be preaching divide, and that's why people are coming out to say we don't want a leader who will take us, from bottom to rotten. And yeah. I don't know why this excites me. But okay, let's move on. Let's see what other story we have here. Yeah, that's basically all the stories that we have here today. Everybody's condemning the act. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's calling for, that an action should be taken out, should be carried out on him. And yes, this Ihedioha has story. So there are allegations on Ihedioha, the ex-governor. There are allegations on him that he called the Inspector General of Police and told them not to release Nnamdi Kanu, and that he should make sure that Nnamdi Kanu stays there. He shouldn't, even when the court has, given him the discharge or has discharged them. But here has come out to say that no, that why should he do that? That if the court says he should, that is discharged and acquitted, and who is he? So who is it to keep him? That's what he's saying. And just when you thought, okay, probably to end there, he goes on to say that if there is anybody that wouldn't want Nnamdi Kanu to be out of the prison, it is Hope Uzodinma. And now those are strong allegations coming from this people, from the ex-governor and the current governor. Well, let's see what Hope Uzodinma has to say. And he has gone on to say the police should carry out due diligence, carry out investigation, and the culprit must be brought to book because his name has to be cleared. So apparently there's a governor, there are people who doesn't want him to be out, and oh dear. Okay, so this is unfolding, and I hope I hope it doesn't get nasty. And now we don't know what to make of Atiku coming to swear to God that he will end Nigeria's security problems. You mean you will end the security problems in North or in Nigeria? Atiku has identified himself. If he wins the election, he has come out to say in many ways than one that he is going to be the president of the North first, before being the president of the good people of Nigeria. The good people of Nigeria, I hope you are seeing this and you are hearing this and you can make for this, better sessions. Okay, we'll move on to Daily Sun. Daily Sun, we have PDP alleges plots to disrupt Kaduna campaign rally. Flood spreads more havoc, sorrow, agony. Takes over Ugeli Asaba Highway, East-West Road. 603 lives lost, many injured. 2.5 million displaced, says humanitarian minister. Kano, Igbo lawyers tackle FG, accuses Malami of court contempt. Mba outlines agenda for Enugu, promises to deliver people-focused governance. Tinubu Mogalu flay Atiku for asking North not to vote for non-Northern candidates. Ahead of 2023 elections, editors hold 2022 conference in Owerri. NNPC expresses delight as Polo busts second illegal oil export pipeline in Delta. Jonathan denies endorsing any candidates. All right, we'll start with the last story on there. Jonathan denying to endorse any candidate. So Bala Mohammed, who knows? People in the political sphere have said that or know that Bala Mohammed is, one of those young men out there, or one of those men out there rather, that the ex-president, excuse me, is warm to us. So he created an opportunity for the vice president of the PDP flag bearer Okowa. He arranged for him to meet with the ex-president. Now, story has it that Atiku has been trying to have an audience with the ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, but that has come to no avail because he doesn't want to say, he doesn't want to have that meeting with him apparently. But they made a way for Okowa to visit the ex-president, and now that was supposed to be out of the media's eye. He didn't want the media covering that, like other visits, some other visits. He didn't want the media to carry all of that. And they asked that they pray for him. That's Okowa asked that Goodluck Jonathan, pray for him. And he did. Although to Goodluck Jonathan that he was being recorded, all of that was being recorded, and they just put the video out there that Jonathan has endorsed the PDP presidential candidate and his running mates now. Jonathan initially wanted to let that down, but he has come out to say no, that's not what happened, and he has given a recount of what happened. So I guess everybody is now being careful so they don't say that you are endorsing one person or the other. While people also know that he has a soft spot for the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, right from when he was the president. He has always drawn him closer to himself. So people are saying he definitely cannot be endorsing PDP because, everybody already knows that this person is like his boy, so to say. This person is like, his man. Yeah. So they don't know why. That caused like a pendulum in the political spheres. Like, okay, but you are for this person. How come you're endorsing this person? Well, now he has come out to clear the air. That's a good one. Thank you for doing that, Your Excellency. Okay, what other story do we have here? We've taken about all the story. Talking about Tom Polo has found another illegal oil pipeline. Pipeline. So it's amazing how all of these discoveries are just coming out. But whatever it is, keep it up, keep it up. I think our issues will now be discussed, on the internet, right? When we have serious things plaguing us as a country, we should bring it all to the internet and drag our government or call them out on the internet, because it looks like only then will they sit up and do the needful. All right, thank you for being on here, and thank you for joining me on our newspaper review this morning. Thank you for being here. If you're just joining in, please do also like this broadcast, share, and invite someone onto the broadcast. Thank you. Good morning and welcome once again. All right, Mr. Chubuzo, how are you doing this morning? Thank you for being here. Please just take it away with your submission.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Emma. This week, this Monday morning. Good day, everyone listening. Um, regard of what Atiku just said, this to show you the kind of the bunch of illiteracies that we have in Nigeria, and that bunch of illiteracies keep on worrying Nigerians, and we don't even know that these are the kind of bunch of illiteracies that we have. You can see he vomit that fire again, and that fire will burn him again. I can't see the reason why he will be doing campaign based on ethnic differences. And I can see that Nigerians have right now they have to listen and wake up and know what to do, because right now actually Atiku is not even on the race. So I remember the last time he said that they should give him the last chance. So he have to do everything to cling to power, but it didn't favor him this time around. Whatever he like, let him say. It's up to him. But this power that he's trying to climb doesn't favor him. So it's a shameful thing to him. Let him keep on misleading the North, and I hope those people that is in the North, those enlightened ones, they can be able to understand that. Listen, these people did not don't mean well for us. They've been in power for almost since independence, but there is no transformation, no nothing to show off. So Atiku is out of the race. That's why he's vomiting all kind of statement and trying to convince the North that he is the only one, which he is not. He can't boast of anything in Nigeria that this is what I have done. Other people are showing Nigerians what to do. Look at what I'm going to do if I became a president. But he is busy campaigning on ethnic lines. But anyway, that's good for him. But I believe that he's not going anywhere, and he will not succeed. Nigeria have wake up this time around. Then there is other story that you talk about. Is it a Tompolo you speak about? Hello?
Yes, sir. Another
Yeah, you
pipeline has
mentioned.
been burnt. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened on this oil line has been this oil theft has been happening for decades. It's unfortunately that P2B came to the race and understand the leadership of Nigeria very properly, then and enlighten Nigeria that listen, this is what is really happening, and the most intelligent Nigeria pick it up and they start working on it. So right now, what happened is Tompolo have to do his job, because imagine paying him 4 billion naira. I think every month you have to do go extra mile, because we have lost our security architect. Now we're hiring criminals to guide our pipelines, but it's okay. Anyhow, they manage to sort it out. It will be okay for Nigeria. But anyway, that is it. We will keep on discovering more, because that area there's a lot of illegal pipelining that is lying around. It's the one that we see right now is the one we can talk. There's a lot we can't see, but let Tompolo keep on exposing them. We will get to there when Peter came to power. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your submission, Mr. Chubuzo. It's good to have you on this broadcast. Mr. Kennedy, how are you today? Good day, sir.
Thank you very much, and good evening from here.
All right.
Okay. First of all, let me talk about 603 Nigerians killed by flooding. 603. This is the official number of the people that are killed. I'm sure there'll be up to 2,000 people, because in the villages and in the hinterlands, there's nobody taking statistics of the people that are being killed. If you're being economical with the truth, then you have 603. The flag of Nigeria is supposed to be flown at half mast, because you see, this number of people died in one country in a particular the particular season, a particular time, and there's nobody even talking about it. The president is not talking about it. The people in the government, they are not even talking about it. It's a sad reality of what is happening in Africa, and in Nigeria in particular, 603 people. Wow. So this is I hate Nigeria anyway. It's serious. If one person died in Japan, here you see it's all over the news, and the country is running heta scatter to, put things in place to make sure it doesn't happen again. But Nigeria, nothing like that. But let me talk about this article. Not only article, this Kaduna they went to is like there's a spirit, there's an evil spirit that tormented both Atiku and Tinubu. I listened to both of them spoke in Kaduna. Both of them, they are miserable people. How can Atiku be saying he traversed the whole length and breadth of the country, and what he understands from an average northerner is that an average northerner does not need an Igbo man or a Yoruba man to be their president. You see, these people are funny people, and the people that were clapping, people that were clapping. So what is going on? What is happening to black people or Africans? Instead of people to have asked him to shut up, they were clapping. And the other Tinubu, I found it difficult to actually understood what he was saying initially. So I had to be very, very, attentive to understand what he was saying. When he said, from rotting, he wants probably to take the country from rotting to bad. I said, wow, this is a presidential candidate. Now people were still clapping too. So I don't know what is going on. It is very obvious that these people are not supposed to be our leaders. And these people that are clamoring for these people to be leaders, I think they are our greatest enemies. Because if these people are not supporting these devilish people, I don't think they will come out and they have the effrontery to come out and start spewing rubbish from their mouth. Somebody saying he wants to take Nigeria from rotting to bad. Rotting to bad? Is bad a good situation for a particular country? Well, anyway, mhm. It's not easy where we're going to. And they found, Tompolo found another illegal pipeline. Are those pipelines actually illegal? So, but me, I they view things in a very different perspective. So, where those pipelines, where those pipes, they came through the port, they were imported from abroad. So, somebody took the consignment, somebody took the inventory of those pipes. So, why are they saying they are illegal? Is it now that they just want to export? These pipelines has been there. They said it has been there for about 8 or 9 years. So now it's becoming illegal. Is it that the people that were taking the money, they are no longer getting this money? Is that why they are exposing these so-called illegal pipelines? And why is it that nobody is talking about the Minister for Petroleum, that is the Buhari himself? If you are the Minister for Petroleum and all these things are happening, he's supposed to be held responsible for all the rot in the industry. So nobody is talking about him. Himself is not even coming to give us the breakdown of what is happening in the industry. Actually, this thing started a long time ago. When Obasanjo was the president, he was equally he was doubling as the minister for petroleum. I think it was only Jonathan who gave the portfolio to somebody else, and that person he gave the position to, he run around the country aground. So look at what is happening. Why is it that nobody is talking about these presidents who are not supposed to have other responsibilities apart from the responsibilities of the presidency? Why should they be ministers for petroleum when a country where people have no job, and that is supposed to be a job opening to be given to somebody else, and they're just sitting there doing nothing? Are you sure it's not Buhari that owns all these pipelines? Because he should have been able to find out, because it's under his ministry, because he's a minister. Are you sure he's not the owner, or his cronies are not the owners of this pipeline? Why would they set that ship ablaze? There's no proper investigation. How did that ship? Nobody now. I don't think there's going to be any proper investigation about that ship. They said the ship ablaze, and there was crude oil in 5 of the coaches. We were made to understand. But where is the crude oil? Where the crude oil just set ablaze? Were we not supposed to have sold that crude oil that was found in that ship? So you said the ship ablaze, and no proper evidence, no proper investigation is going on about the ship. So is it that they just said the ship ablaze to put an end to the investigation about the ship? Or what is happening here? there's something more to it than meet the eye, the way I see it. So let me stop here for other people to comment. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kennedy, and thank you for being on the broadcast. If you're just joining, welcome to our newspaper review. Please do well to like this broadcast, share, and invite someone onto the broadcast. Please take out time to also support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. Thank you very much. Mr. Van Maxwell, welcome to the broadcast, and please take it away.
Thank you. Good morning, Sistema. Good morning to my co-panelists, and good morning to our listeners, those in the comment section and all over the world. And I'm very, very happy to be here with you this morning. I would like to go straight to this, discovery of illegal pipelines. Look, let me tell you what Nigerians don't know. I was a member of Joint Task Force at that Gulf of Guinea, 2001. Even earlier, before that time, there were joint task forces, taking care of all those things. There is no way. There were many people that were arrested within those periods, but the media, they were not made known to the media. These atrocities has been going on there even during Babangida's time. If you look at the incisions, if you look at those pipelines, illegal pipelines that were, carefully designed on the major line, supply line, it's not done by novices. It is done by professionals. It is a connivance with the criminal elements in the government of at that time. They will go and other people will replace them. They will also tell them, boss, this is what we do. This is what we do. This is the only place you can get your things. Do it. Do not stop it. And it continues to flow like that till now when it has been, brought to the open. There is no way they will hide it anymore. That is why you see it happening. In the past, it was being covered. These things were covered and protected, sealed. Even when Buhari was the PTF chairman, these things were there. I do not know why Nigeria, you people don't do investigative journalism in Nigeria. If you have people that are capable, their lives are protected to conduct investigative journalism, this thing we won't be talking about all these things now. It would have been exposed long time ago. That aside, the failure to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the second most highest, let me just say the highest court of the land, has pronounced and gave their ruling. And the Nigerian government, under Attorney General of the Federation, refuses to obey the appellate court ruling, is a very big slap to the people of Nigeria. It is happening to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. One day it's going to happen to so many of us, so many of you there. The silence of the media to question the reason why. What authority has the National Security Agency over the ruling of the court? As we speak right now, there is no other charges against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but they are still holding them there, holding this man there. For what? And the media in Nigeria are not asking questions. This because you allow this government to get away with all these atrocities. That was the reason why they also went to Benin Republic to do the same thing they did in Kenya against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because you kept quiet. The media in Nigeria kept quiet. They did not ask these positional questions to these people. Why are you doing this to your own people? Is it the rule of law? Is it in accordance with the due diligence of the of law to do most of these things that you are doing? But you people kept quiet. You kept adamant, and that is why they are getting away with all these impunities. Nigeria is not a banana republic, my people. Nigeria is a well-respected nation before now. Nigeria had their respect before now, but the office, what this Attorney General is doing is bringing a total disrepute to that office, to that hallowed office of Attorney General of that country. The world might not see you the way you see yourself. The world is looking at the antecedents of that man you appointed there as the Attorney General. He is rubbishing Nigeria and the judicial system of that country. 603 killed. As far as I'm concerned, that number is understated. You know Nigeria, we don't have accurate data. We cannot even give, a country that cannot give, the total number of oil, barrels they export. It cannot give you, the right numbers of people that are, that are dead in this unfortunate flood incident that is going on in Nigeria. 2-point-something million affected. A responsible government will not allow all these things to happen. Yes, natural disasters are bound to happen. You know what I mean? They are bound to happen. What is the there's a responsiveness of the government of the day for this, to the people? It's not coming. They are left in the mercy of the, natural disasters. There is nothing, unless individuals begin to, contribute in their own smaller way. That is the only time. But if you are going to wait for this government, these people will be there. We will wait forever. They are going to wait forever. Look at what is happening. Your president, Muhammadu Buhari, is the minister for petroleum. They have never remitted anything to the Central Bank of Nigeria. They have not remitted. In fact, with what I read today, this early morning, states are now, taking care of their, needs in states with loans and taxes the people pay. And you call that a government? For Atiku, I am not surprised he said that. The Nigerians, if una no know what una go know, they do this time. He there or not there. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, Mr. Van Maxwell, thank you for that. And a big thank you goes to Naomi Bella. Thank you so very much for your kind donation. Thank you so very much, Naomi Bella. God bless you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please do well to support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. And also, please familiarize yourself with this new feature on our channel, the super text. The super text will be for you watching the replay. You have an opportunity to support us by clicking on the super text. Please engage it. It is as safe as clicking on the dollar sign. It is safe and secure. So please endeavor to support us. Thank you so very much. All right, Mr. Chooks, how you doing this this beautiful day? How you doing? Okay, we'll move on to some other person. Let's see who we have here. We have King. Hello, King. How you doing? Welcome to this.
Yeah, sorry. Good morning.
Mr. Chooks. Mr. King, I'll come back to you in a minute, please. Mr. Chooks, how you doing? All right then. Please take
Good morning, Emma.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning, fellow panelists and our viewers. I just want to tell my master to calm down. It's Nigeria. That is who we are. I mean, we're seeing if you're questioning court obeying court orders and what have you. I mean, I guess by now you should know that is where Nigeria works. For this cabals. I mean, you might have seen on the news the last military man, the nature of that Labour appointed. He came yesterday to say, hey, because I was having Nigerian military, and I asked the question: is the Nigerian military bigger than the people? Your royalty should be to the people first, before any institution you are handling. So I mean, we don't expect them to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That if we must tell ourselves the truth, it's a political gimmick they're using him for. That being said, I'll go straight to the flood. You see, it's exactly the same thing we are saying. Buhari is now blaming the flooding on Nigerians because he thinks we we build we build houses and block the holes for the water to for the water to go through. This is the kind of leaders we have. Who the leaders who are not sympathetic, no empathy. This is the problem of Nigeria. He has the effrontery to sit down there to say whatever he likes. And I even heard that it was him that stopped the building of the dam that could have, the agreement they got with Cameroon, that could have be a way out from this, so that when they release their own, our own, we collect it. We will not be releasing it the same time, to manage the flood. This is the same man who stopped that project after he overthrew the government of Shagari. This is the same man who is now blaming Nigerians that is their fault. I mean, this is an eye-opener for those who are coming for us to vote for them. We have seen their attitudes. We have seen it. We've seen when the lady they killed in school, what Atiku wrote about that and how quickly he withdrew the statement. We have seen the other contestants like Emiloko that doesn't even want to talk to us. So when this kind of things happens in their regime, let us not cry foul if we eventually thinks they are the one to lead us. Let us not cry foul, because this is a pure and good statement to measure the lives of Emiloko and Atikus, who thinks that every problem is Nigerians' problem, not them. So coming to Atiku's statement, well, he isn't the first person to say it. This is not the first time he said it. I remember the PDP campaign inauguration in Enugu, where he said, except he becomes president, no Igbo man is worthy of becoming a president. Because that is my interpretation to that statement he made, that after him, it will be the turn of the Igbos. Not minding that one person that come from the Igbo land as well is among the people contesting. So he is telling us that that person is not qualified, except him himself becomes the president. It's normal. It's normal in Nigeria. It is normal. We had when Kwankwaso came up to say that Igbos are at the bottom. Is it because he mentioned the Yoruba now that we are crying foul? When he said that, did the internet break? Did you hear anybody react to that? No. But now it touched some people. Let us be truthful to ourselves. It touches some people now. And I keep saying this on this platform. When it touches us, that is when we know that something is happening. I can give an example of Daniel Buala. When they said, hey, there's no Christian worthy to be vice president in the North, he touches him because he's a Christian. He reacted, and most of them are still reacting to that. But these things have been happening long ago. That when it doesn't touches them. And that is why an average Igbo man will tell you that they don't belong to Nigeria because they are at the worst of receiving end. There's no apology about that. If anybody want to take me on that, let us say it. Where is the federal institutions in Nigeria, in the southeast? I can begin by that. I know other states. I travel far and wide Nigeria. I know all the federal institutions, where they are. Can anybody point me one that is in the southeast, a whole southeast? So when we talk about all this, we are just making noise now because it touches us. That is the reason. If it doesn't touch us, there's nothing to say about it, and nobody. So I'm not surprised that he says so. They've been saying it. I gave an example of Kwankwaso saying it. Imagine somebody who is contesting to be the president of the country coming out to say a particular tribe is at the bottom of politics in Nigeria. That. I mean, I don't think what Atiku says is worse than that. It's even lesser than that, because some people have already, defending him, saying, "Hey, this is politics. We misquoted. He was misquoted," and we got to agree to that. That's what they said, and what can we say? So coming to the oil theft, well, I say the way it's going, I think Tompolo knows more than he's telling us. He knows more than he's telling us, because these people, the way they're speaking, they knew where everything was happening before. They knew where everything was happening before, and that is, sometimes we question about ourselves about patriotism, because where I'm living today, if a crime is happening here and it doesn't concern me, but I know I have a duty to report it to the authorities that are necessary for that. This is a problem. But in Nigeria, probably he is getting his own until Buhari came in to stop them. Because I know he had this contract before Buhari came in and stopped it. So probably he was doing the contract and doing the same business, because he and his group told us that one of the pipe has spent over 9 years. So if it is over 9 years, you had this same contract to guide the pipelines over 9 years ago, before Buhari came in and stopped it, because I'm sure Buhari has not ruled us for 9 years. So I believe he knows more than what he's telling us. He should come out and tell us, like he said, we need his list of those who are involved, because I believe he knows. He's been there for over 10 years. So he knows the people that are stealing our oil. The good thing he's going to do for us is to release the names publicly, not to the government. We need it publicly so that we can see by ourselves and judge by ourselves. Just like I spoke on the Eneche, who was army spokesman on the Lekki thing that says it's a Photoshop. Today he's telling us that, oh, it wasn't because of that. It was because I pledged my allegiance to Nigerian army. Has he told us what actually happened? That is the same thing I am calling on Tompolo to do. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you for being on here, Mr. Chooks, and it's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you very much. Mr. NCBD, welcome to the broadcast. Please, there's a message for you on the private chats. Please take out a minute to check it out. Thank you. And also a big thank you to Edo Lights Watch. Thank you for your donations. I am even more excited to read from you or hear from you. I hope you've been well. It's really been so long since I had you on this broadcast. Thank you for being here. It's good to know you're on here. Thank you for being here. All right, we'll move to the next panelist. Mr. Van Max, so please, I'll come back to you. We need to move. We need to move from here. All right. King, hi. Good day to you, sir. Welcome to the broadcast. How are you doing?
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I greet everybody in the house. I would like to emphasize on these political issues about political candidates in Nigeria. Ever since 1999, you look is the political issues in Nigeria is everybody complains every year. We say the same thing. during election and all those things. For me, I believe it's not time for us to start continue complaining. We must get a solution. Everything in life has a solution. Because all these old men and old women that is ruling the young people's life in Nigeria, they are just they are just like maybe 5%. And if you watch, is this time your young guys have to involve in political. It's not time for people to say politics is a dirty game. And can you imagine? One thing I believe is that if you look, the cost of election in Nigeria is so much, is huge. And when you don't have money, you can't become anything or maybe a political class, and nobody will even take you as nothing in Nigeria. It's only when you have money. And when you look, these people bring billions, bring trillions to become a governor, they bring billions to become a senator. At the end of the day, these people must work that money back. Most of them sold their house, sold so many things for them to get into all those places. It's time for our people to start refusing money. It's time for our people to start telling them that, okay, we don't need money. We want to vote for the person I want. Even when you want to vote, you did not even need to tell your next neighbor that who you want to vote for. You can just go there, you vote, even though the person win or the person does not win. And Nigerians, we should learn how to everything is not about winning. If you can't win this year, maybe next year, if you people put your house together and everything, you can win. This is why you see all this political class, they will be jumping from one. If this party did not favor them, they will go to other party. They know they can use their money to influence people and all those things. That one is for it. And for the oil pipeline, you know, I look in Europe or in anywhere in the world today, you see most of those work the police do is by intelligence. People help them. People in the streets, people in the house, they are the one that help them. They are the people that is looking at the area. When police come for investigation, they are the one to come out and tell you that we saw so person like this, we saw so person like this. Look at how it happened. Nigeria, how many people does that? Nobody. Everybody cares. I don't care. And our turn. Make it chop on a turn on our put for a Gary is wrong. At the end of the day, the economic and Nigeria is going down every day. We need to put hands together to watch each other, and to give intelligence. I know when you give intelligence to the police, I know sometimes the police they will go and involve you, tell you that look at, but sometimes you keep on doing it because one day it might save your life. Today your person might not be there in government. Other people will still be there. They will still pick other of their people. They will still start embezzling. Let us change for those things and let us learn how to get a solution. By complaining, Atiku, this. At the end of the day, these three candidates, one of them are the one to emerge on that very day. Anyone that emerge, you are going to accept it to your fate. In that 4 years, you have nothing to do. They will go to court. At the end of the day, they will be spending money. The money they are spending is still your own money. It's still our own money they are spending in court. It's not even maybe they are using their own purse to spend this money. Earlier the better. Let's put our hearts together. Let's try to talk to our brothers in Nigeria. They should involve in politics, not money politics. They should involve in selfless politics so that we can move Nigeria forward because Nigeria is our own country. Just imagine, you hold on. Now they gave they gave Air Force, they gave them pipeline to guide. Even the civil, they form civil defense, or Obasanjo form civil defense, all because of pipeline vandalization and all those things. Okay, can you just imagine? Those things are not working anymore. Now they now employ individual, like maybe Tompolo. Tompolo now is not doing the work of Navy, doing the work of this. People are saying Tompolo know about it, even though Tompolo knows about it. If you look at our political people, they will employ us, give them gun for political issues. At the end of the day, when those political people are in Abuja, they will forget about those people over there that they have already used. Okay, what do people what would they do? They will take that gun at the end of the day to start taking laws into their hands. At the end of the when they start taking laws into their hands, those political people, they can't even say nothing because they are the one that gave them those guns. They knows that they did not compensate them. Then they will tell them, okay, you go and compensate yourself with all those things. All those things are the things we need to start telling the younger ones, even the younger ones that is coming now. Most of them, if you go to Nigeria today, many younger ones, they are so money conscious. They can do anything for money. They feel that anything you do is money. We have to start telling our people that there are things you do without no money. There are things. My grandfather was a counselor when I was growing up. When my grandfather they did this counselor for selfless, not because of the money, just for them to serve the people. And you understand? This, for me, let us start creating awareness. Not even these movement. People will be aggressive. Anybody can vote for whoever he wants to vote for. We should not say go and vote for this or go and vote for this, but we have to know what we are doing. For me, this is my contribution. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, King. Thank you for being on the broadcast. You are welcome to every other broadcast. Please make out time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on your notification bell, King. Please do so. And to every other person, please take out time to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also turn on your notification bell. And please, 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 let's engage the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. Please take out time to support us. Thank you very much. A big shout out to Mr. Machiavelli. Mr. Machiavelli, how you doing? Thank you for being here. And we also have the bar himself in the house, Evans. How you doing, Mr. Evans? Thank you for being here. Johnson Emmanuel, how you doing? Good to have you on the broadcast. Please, let's keep the comment section very engaging. Your submissions are very much seen. All right, we'll move on to Mr. Collins. Hi, Mr. Collins. How are you doing today? Welcome to the broadcast.
I'm doing fine. Good morning and happy new week. And good morning to my fellow Nigerians and the people listening as well. I don't have much to say, just that the caller before the last caller just said everything that I wanted to say, because a lot of things is happening in Nigeria that people don't care, It's only when it happens to them that they always care. But when it doesn't affect them, nobody give a crap. Like we're talking about this flood happening in Nigeria. Most of Nigeria don't even care. People come out on Instagram, they keep posting, they keep talking about other things, but nobody even. Most of conversation that is happening in Nigeria, 85% of it is not talking about what is affecting about 30 something states in Nigeria, but 5% is only 5% is talking about it because it doesn't affect them. But when it's a country that is functioning well, I think that's supposed to be the critical case that everybody's supposed to be talking about. But because of we come in a country that nobody cares, so everybody can go and do your thing. Even when somebody is being killed at your presence, it doesn't matter. People don't. Even when people died in Nigeria, it doesn't affect anybody anymore. It's like a normal thing. It become a normal to Nigeria people, so nobody cares. So that is how our government have made us, and we also embrace that kind of mentality and that kind of ideas. So, like the caller before the last caller, he said everything I wanted to say. People are starting to yell about Atiku, what Atiku said, because he included the Yoruba people there. If Atiku didn't even apply that conversation to Yoruba people, nobody would talk about it. Nobody, even the media that is even you see people trying to make it as a debate. Nobody's going to debate about it. They will even try to find an excuse to cover what Atiku said, and which they are also doing. So the same thing that is happening to Nnamdi Kanu is the same thing that happened to Sunday Igboho. But look at the way even people making Nnamdi Kanu own as if Nnamdi Kanu have committed a crime that nobody have ever committed in. So because he come from a particular place that people don't want to hear about, we keep fooling ourselves that he come where people will say, don't talk about tribe, don't talk about. I don't talk about it. If you since I've been in this, I don't talk about it because it's the same way I don't talk about races. That is my life, But sometimes you have to point things, because when you look at things, people keep making it as if it's nothing, but it's something, you know. So when it comes to that is that situation, when it comes to something that happened to a particular people, nobody give a crap. But when it started affecting them, then that is when Nigeria will begin to try to listen to it. Even this thing that is happening in Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu have been saying it, not today. If you begin to listen to a lot of his broadcasts, he's been saying what is happening in Nigeria, the killings that happen in the Middle Belt, in all these things. He keep preaching about it. But that time when he was talking about it, people say he's a crazy guy, he's a mad person. So when you are saying something good, the media or the government will find something to tag you. Either they tag you as a crazy person, or they tag you as a criminal, or they find anything to make so that it will justify their reason. So that is the situation we find ourselves. It's happening in Nigeria, so it's not a new thing. So what Atiku said is not Atiku. For me, that word didn't even affect me because I don't allow anything Nigeria people say to affect me because my ancestors don't allow it to affect them. We, the Igbo people, have already embraced our faith. We already embraced our life in Nigeria, and whatever happens in Nigeria make us more stronger than any other person. So for me, I have already grown up from that kind of situation. Whatever article like let it say, it's not even affect me in any way. So it's people that trying to make it as an issue. That's their own business. It's not an issue for me. So on that one, that is my own take on that. And about the oil theft of case we are talking about, for me, it's a crime that it's only in Nigeria when they see something, they begin to burn it. You can't even, for me, and nobody's even asking that question. Why do you burn that ship? That ship don't need to be burned. That since the ship have been seized by federal government, at least there was supposed to be an investigation. There's supposed to be an investigation. Even at the end of the investigation, can Nigeria use that thing? Can Nigeria make it as their own property? Can't Nigeria use after the whole thing, maybe at the end of the investigation, they find that and say maybe Nigeria win everything. Can't we use that thing as our own property? Start using it to move our own oil if we want to move our oil out of Nigeria. But because of there's something fishy happening there, they went straight away and burned that ship because they don't want you to find out. That is the same thing that happened in Lagos a few months ago. They said they find out where people are doing cocaine or whatever. Before you know, they burn it without any concrete investigation. Something in that magnitude to happen before you know, they burn it without even finding out. So that is the country we find ourselves. So for you, because they don't want you to find out. You look at Abuja a few years ago, a lot of things happen in Abuja. Any office, they find out that something fishy is happening, then set it ablaze because that is the only way to quash the argument or to quash any investigation. So we are used to that kind of idea. We know the people that is doing all the same thing. Buhari is the Minister of Petroleum. So him being the Minister of Petroleum, he knows whatever goes in and whatever comes out. So he should be held accountable for every crime that is happening in that department, in that sector. I think Buhari should be the number one to be arrested because him should be the number one person. It's so in Nigeria that media don't even talk about what is happening in Nigeria. I think the problem Nigeria have today is the media. The media, they are the biggest problem, as in they are the enemy to Nigeria. Not even the politician. It's the media because they don't even ask questions. Do you know that the media, whenever they want to talk about IPOB, they keep using these terrorists of 18. And forgetting about it that these terrorists of 18, that case is still in court. That case is still in court. But whenever they want to, and people is still telling them, IPOB is not a terrorist organization. But they keep repeating it. Even when they come out to correct them, they're still using that idea. And people are still coming out here telling them, stop using that kind of statement. This even IPOB have already drive federal government to court. And that case is still in court. So you can't be, but you will see media. But the main one they should be using as terrorists, they will put it in name and call it banditry, or they call it full enhancement. They try to find a name to remove it. But that's the particular one they're supposed to be the one calling for terrorists. They will not mention anything terrorist. Even Boko Haram, they won't even, they give it Boko Haram to make the name more sweeter. They won't even call it terrorists. So that is the country. I think if anybody keep talking about the enemy Nigeria have today, I think those media, those giant media in Nigeria, they are the enemy. Because why are they the enemy Nigeria have? Because all those politicians owns them. So then tell them what to do. Because we don't have any private media in Nigeria that can be able to say whatever they want to say. So that is the problem we find ourselves until we start. And thank God that at least now we have Niger Watch where we can be able to get our information. At least we have some other things that we can be able to get our information. Before, whatever media says, that is what Nigeria believe. But at least now we can be able to get some investigation to ourselves. Look at what is that. I saw a video today, somebody, they shared it in today, no, the Instagram. That thing is a community in Enugu. A community in Enugu, and I saw how people have been living in Enugu. There is a community in Enugu, and that community, by this election, they will send a ballot box in that community. And you're telling me that a government and a local government or even a House of Assembly man don't know that that community exists. Those are supposed to be the things that media are supposed to be talking about. But even that news now, trust me, nobody's even going to talk about that news. That news is going to bury it. Those are issues that is facing Nigeria. And whenever we come out, they see Nigeria talking about unnecessary things. For me, whatever Atiku said or whatever Tinubu said in Nekiti, that is not the issue. For me, the main issue is supposed to be the issue that is facing Nigeria. And look at the fraud that is happening in Nigeria. How can you be able to tackle it? If you want me to vote you, you have to come out and tell me how are you going to tackle the issue that is happening in Nigeria. We can go about preaching your tribe, preaching whatever you want, until we start talking about the issue that face Nigeria. That is when Nigeria will get it right. Few weeks ago, I stopped coming to talk about the case of Nigeria because I find out that we, the citizens, are the problem to ourselves. Because how can somebody see what is happening in Nigeria this time and still come out and say, I want to go and vote for Atiku, I want to go and vote for Tinubu? You ask yourself, are these people really working? Are their parents really working? So when Nnamdi Kanu always use that kind of language to maybe to call Nigeria, people get angry about it. But if you look deeper, you now find that maybe this young man is very correct. Because if a country that is functioning very well, their brain is functioning, they should be thinking like people that brain is functioning. So for me, until we start talking the case, the problem that Nigeria have, and stop leaving all this, whatever I think, because they try to use that thing to distract people's attention, for people not asking Atiku the main questions, or people not asking Tinubu the main questions. So those are ways they always find those ways to distract people. You remember the one they are talking about Christian, Muslim. That one they use it to distract people's attention. Now they try to use this article and whatever Tulumbu is talking. At least we'll be debating about it for another 1 month or 2 months without asking them the really important questions, you know. So that is the problem we have. So I just want to leave it here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. Mr. Nsubidi, welcome to the broadcast. How are you today?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ima. Yeah.
Mr. Nsubidi, sometimes, or most times when I call on you to give your submission, you are, rushing to leave something and
No, no, not really.
full.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
No, it's fine. I was going to say thank you for taking our time to be here and, talk to the good people of Nigeria. So much appreciated. Thank you. Welcome to the broadcast. Please take it away with your submission.
All right, thank you. Well, yes, everyone have spoken. People have been speaking in my mind. There are quite a number of people. Apart from, I'm not trying to, um, to throw shades at him or whatever. I think someone was saying that we should do what we have to do, and I don't know what exactly we are supposed to do. But for most other people, I think I really agree with most of the things that have been said. But what I'm trying to say is this. Uh, with this issue, first of all, let me go with this issue of oil issue in the Niger Delta and all that. That they are, like what my brother just pointed out, is the truth. These people keep on burning up crime scenes. I don't know why. They condemn everything. They don't want investigation. They just burn it up. And you see, Nigerians, many of us, not all of us, but many of us are just so gullible. We believe anything that these people put out there. And before you know, they will start saying that, yes, it's good. They should burn it. They should. Look at the whole media. Have you checked the news today? Just Google like oil theft, or maybe Google Tompolo on Google. You will find almost all the major media houses are just heaping praises. Oh, you see, it's just quite unfortunate that these people, we cannot rely on the mainstream media to give credible and the right information. It's just quite unfortunate. Mm. Look at the other one going to collect grand commander of all that. So all those people collecting all those awards from the administration, which mouth will they use and say exactly what they need to say? You know. So it's just quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. Then for Atiku and the statement that he made, um, for us, it's not like we are trying to make it a tribal conversation, but for many of us from the southeast, uh, it's nothing new. You know, it's nothing new. We're already built for all that. We've been hearing it for decades. That's what we hear. It's almost like a song to our ears, but now it's becoming something like it's bringing more attention because of he mentioned another region. But just few weeks ago, we heard Festus Keyamo what he said about Igbos and all that. We heard what Kwakwanso said. We all these things. So it's nothing new for us. And this his guy that is always pushing him on online. What's the name of that mockery of a guy? I don't know, something mockery. He will not come out now and defend him. In fact, he has even skipped.
Parara.
Not Parara. I'm talking of the one guy that his name. There's mockery in his name.
Reno Mokri.
Yeah, there's
Reno
mockery.
Mokri, okay.
I just know that there's mockery in his name, and it's just quite unfortunate. He he has not come out to say things about his to defend. He just keep that part. Then we go straight to the part of attacking Peter Obi. So it's just quite sad. It's quite sad, and I don't think there's much I need to say because these things with a lot of people have said everything that I want to say. The only thing that I will just applaud Nigerians is that if you're really ready for change, change will come. But if many people are still there debating with the eyes of tribe and religion and all these petty sentiments, then we are not ready. So if we really want change, change is around the corner and change will come. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. NCBD. Yes, and please remember that we would be having the chat today by 1 p.m. Yes, we'll be having the chat today by 1 p.m. Please take out time, make out time, keep a date with us, be here by 1 p.m. Nigerian time for us to discuss. Today we'll be talking about mental health, mental illness. Yes, let's know this. Yes, those are two different things. I didn't know that until recently. So come and know much more, much more. Statistics says that over 50 million Nigerians are suffering from mental illness. 50 million, that would include who and that would exclude who. So come on, let's know. We would have some people whose specialty these are their field. They'll be coming to talk to us, to teach, to educate us on mental illness, how to check if you have one, or which category you fall under, and how best to treat it. And also got to know that mental illness is like having say maybe malaria. You treat it. It's something that you treat. It's not something you pray away. And I'm not downplaying the power of miracle, but you have to take your time, and you have to know that there's something called this, treat it. And knowing where we are, knowing that we are in Nigeria, they also will be telling us how to go about it, how to treat it in Nigeria. Yes, because they have to consider that and put that in their and factor that in. If there are hospitals, how best to go about it. So please come on, let's talk about this, and not just for those in Nigeria, even those. I mean, with this conversation will do you and I so much good. So please take out time to join the conversation today, 1 p.m. Nigeria time on the chat, as we talk, as we learn on mental illness. Thank you very much for being there. Yes, thank you very much for being there. We'll quickly move on to the next person. Please, you have 2 minutes for your every submission. Mr. Chimaobi, how are you doing? Good day. Welcome to the broadcast.
Good morning, Emma. How are you?
It's a beautiful day. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. I have been listening on the background, and so a lot of people have said most of the points, for today. But I will just add a little thing, and what I want to add is that I want to remind Nigerians where we are. That we are in a country where Nigeria has suffered, our people has been killed, murdered in a broad daylight, and government did not come for help. We are in a country where one part of the country believe that they own the country. We are in a country where we can no longer buy food. $1 is hitting 800 and nothing is being done today. A bag of rice is hitting close to 40,000 and nothing is being done today. So we are in a country where a presidential candidate is saying that it is his turn. We are in a country where a vice presidential candidate said that he will be in charge of our security. He will be in charge of our life. We are in a country where a presidential candidate is telling their people that they are the only one that's supposed to be ruling a country of over 200 million people. We are in a country where we cannot talk. We cannot say our mind. We are in a country where banditry and kidnapping and terrorism is being the order of the day. We are in a country where our military and our policemen are no longer working. Our security is in the hand of individuals. We are in a country where the president does not talk to us. We are in a country where a presidential candidate cannot speak to Nigerians, but he can attend ceremonies. So this is where we are. We are in a country where flood has taken over part of the country and nothing is being done. So if you are thinking of 2023, we are in a country where the judicial system is not working. Because when the courts give an order, the government doesn't obey that order. So this is where we are today. And if you are talking about 2023, we must be very, very careful. Today, all the parts that have been flooded in Nigeria, what has happened? If you are living in a part of Nigeria that has been flooded, and this present government is not coming to your aid, the people contesting is not intervening, and you are still trying to vote for them, then you like the way you are living elsewhere right now. So that is where we are. We must make sacrifice. We must make sacrifice. I know that there is a abject poverty. There is abject hardship. People's faith has been compromised. People don't have food. Today, as we are here talking, millions of people do not have food. A loaf of bread is how much? How much is a salary of a civil servant in a month? And how much is the cost of a tuber of yam? Compare it to 30 days, you will see that everybody is hungry. Everybody is suffering. As you said, Emma, the mental health issue, everybody is suffering it in Nigeria. Everybody is suffering from mental problem, whether you believe it or not, because that is not the kind of country people live in. That is not. I have a friend, the wife just gave birth. In less than 1 hour, mosquito bite this newborn baby child in Nigerian well-known hospital. So this is the country we are. And that is why we want to make a change in 2023. Obi movement is not about anybody. It's about our hope. It's about our future. It's about a new direction. Why are we complaining? There is no light. There is no water. There is nothing. There is nothing you will remember about Nigerian. You will be happy. That is why we are shouting. That is why we are protesting. That is why we want a change. The retired army general said APC, PDP are just a coin. There is nothing separate these two people. They are the same people. And when you are under them, you can't be on your own. When you are under when you are under this coin, your decision is being manipulated. Even if anything you study, anything you are working, you can't really focus very well because they determine what you will do. And when you did not do that, you will receive the consequences. That is the message he put out there. The Loki, the Lekki toll gate.
All right.
What he put out there was an order, and because this coin you can't change them, you have to obey what they said. You have to obey from order from the above. So that is what we want to change. And here we have a man who is standing for me and you. A man who said, okay, Oga officer, the people that I want to serve, they find you wanting against NSAS. You are no longer going to be in the campaign council. And P2B and his Labour Party removed him, and he accepted his defeat. This is a man you have to look at. This is a man you have to vote for. This is the way we want to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you, Mr. Chimaobi. Mr. Larry, how are you doing today? Welcome to the broadcast. Please take it away.
Thank you. Morning. I wanted to come on your channel earlier, especially when you were talking about one issue. I just wanted to quickly mention that when you mentioned the floods, because you mentioned them more than once on this channel. And I decided to do some research because I was curious what was going on in Nigeria. And then I found out the floods have gotten so bad that over 24 states in Nigeria are experiencing them. And I thought, is this a one-off incident? Because it would come up, the first time I heard of it was from Niger Watch. So I did more and more research. And then I found out stuff like in Cameroon, they built a dam going all the way back to 1982. There was a deal between Cameroon and Nigeria to build 2 dams. Cameroon would build their dam, Nigeria would build their own dam. Cameroon finished their dam, which is the Lagdo Dam, and all this water is passing through it. Nigeria's government our government was supposed to create the Dasin Hausa Dam, which was supposed to help cushion all this water that's coming from the Cameroon dam. But unfortunately, the Nigerian government successively has not built and completed the dam in Nigeria. And because of this, there's a warning from Cameroon. They will tell us they're going to release all this water from their dam. And it comes, and it then creates all this flood in the southeast region and the northeast region and all these regions in Nigeria. And the problem, what I'm finding is that because successive Nigerian governments, for whatever reason, have not built our dam, which was supposed to cushion the flood of water coming through. They were supposed to do it as far back as the 80s, the Dasin Hausa Dam. Because they haven't done it, this problem is just going on and on. I mean, I've seen videos going back 6, 8, 9 years where Nigerians have been receiving floods and successive governments are not helping. And that there is no mention of creating this dam to cushion the flood of water coming from Cameroon. So it seems this problem isn't gonna go anywhere anytime soon. It's gonna continuously be there until the government builds the Dasin Hausa Dam, which was what they were supposed to do more than a decade ago. They were supposed to build this dam that was the agreement, and they haven't. So, you know, so we're gonna have a combination of rain, and then whenever they release the water from the dam in the Cameroon dam, Lagdo Dam, this is going to cause a problem. The Nigerian government really needs to create this dam, because I mean the floods that Nigerians have been experiencing there, it's been going on for years. I wasn't aware of how bad it was. I thought it was a one-off till I heard about it on Niger Watch, and then I checked and I realized by accident through the research, this is going back close to a decade of floods, and it's getting worse. I don't know if the next government will start building the dam, but until this is done, this problem is not going to go away, unfortunately. More and more Nigerians are going to lose their property. People might even lose their lives, you know. So I just want to say thanks for making that known to me on this channel, the dam. I mean the flood, because it's been mentioned more than once, but unfortunately, I don't see that problem going away anytime soon. The government is slow to help the people who are having problems, and the permanent solution, which was to build a dam, successive Nigerian governments don't seem to be doing that. So I don't see any solution to that anytime soon. That's all I have to say. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Elere. Thank you for being with us on this broadcast. You know, when I saw the news that reads the president blaming the governors and the people, you know, for the flood, I'm like, oh dear. 6 months is too far. 6 months is definitely too far. The good people of Nigeria, I hope even nature has given you a reason for us all to vote right this time around. We can't keep doing business as usual. You can't be collecting money at polling units. No, no, no. All of this will come back to bite at each and every one of us. So please, let's do better. Let us do better. As I think Mr. Chubzo or Mr. Chuk said that is the president trying to say that we are the ones that have built houses to block all the holes that the water. That submission came out funny to me, but then again, that's the sad truth. These are things that should have been put in place, but no, they would rather. Nigerians, please, let's do better. Let's truly do better. I want to give a big shout out to everybody on the comment section. Bella Naomi, I see you. I see you always and I feel you. Thank you. Mommy of course, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mama Dearest. Thank you. And Eva Maha, how you doing? Okay. How you doing? Thank you for being on this broadcast with us. Thank you to Marcos the Great. Thank you to Evans. Thank you to Israel Asemota. Thank you. A big thank you to Kisley Chinedu. How you doing? Thank you for being on this broadcast. Kisley Ojiaraki. How you doing, Mr. Kisley? Thank you for being on this broadcast with us. Thank you so very much. Yes, Justin Emmanuel, Christopher Columbus. Thank you so very much. The comment section has been very lit by you guys. Thank you so very much. James Morgan. How you doing, James Morgan? Michael, thank you. Michael, what happened? I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, but I hope to have you for the afternoon broadcast. Silvanus, hey, how you doing? Hello to you too. Thank you for being on the broadcast. And of course, Mr. Edo Light, I'm so happy to hear from you. Thank you for being here. Goluwaga Laditi, thank you so very much for being on this broadcast with us. Thank you to each and every one of you. Not sure how much more I can scroll up, but thank you. To my panelists, thank you so very much for always coming through. Of course, I've taken out time to invite each and every one of you on the platform to take out time and join us on our afternoon broadcast today. Yes, please. It's quite a sensitive topic, and I want for each and every one of us to learn. So please, let's do this together. Let us do this together. Thank you. We've come to the end of our newspaper review. So my panelists, you have 1 minute to give your final submissions. Thank you. So we'll begin with Mr. Chubuzo.
Yeah, Emma. Thank you again for allowing me this time. One thing I just want to mention quickly is, Emma, please, you people should instate our viewers and the listeners so that most of the time we start now talking about how to fix Nigeria, especially when we have any problem. When we discuss about those problems, we talk about how to fix them, not about criticizing them only, because not only Buhari or P2B or Atiku or Tinubu, even though they come and go, another person will pick up the challenge. So we need to talk about how to start fixing Nigeria this time around, not to analyze it. Okay. One thing I just want to tell the voters is, please, the voters, if you want to sell your vote, please make sure you sell your vote for 10 million naira or 5 million naira, so that it can be enough for you to do whatever you want to do in your life, actually, not 5,000 naira. Make sure that your vote, you need that vote, you need to use it and make money, if at all you are selling your vote. Then Malami case, he's supposed to be arrested for contempt of court. He's supposed to be arrested. And then Buhari also supposed to be arrested for allowing the criminal to be stealing oil. Since this thing is happening under his care, I will put it to him that he's the one stealing all these things. Then mental problem in Nigeria is, if Buhari is mental, you can see Buhari also is a mental person. That's why you can see everything is disorganized in his care. So Nigerian people should make sure that they rehabilitate him, arrest him actually first, then and went and go and rehabilitate him. Now the flood. What happened in this flood? I remember in Japan. This didn't happen in Japan for quite a long time, but the Japan take a measure towards it. They build they build a tunnel that contain almost 200 meters on the ground, under the ground, to contain all these things. So these are something that Nigeria need to, because all this eventuality need to come to us, and immediately come to us. What we do, we find a solution to them, not to criticize it, because if you criticize it, it will not happen. Because what we need to do is just to find a solution to it and solve it so that it will not happen again. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you very much for that, Mr. Chibuzo. I hope to see you in the afternoon. Mr. Vine Maxwell, please, 1 minute.
Thank you so much. And I would like to speak. My co-panelists and those in the comment section and those that are listening to us. I would like to tell you, do not accept any soldier or excuse any soldier that comes out and tell you that because of oath of allegiance that he will hide the truth. The military is a voluntary job. If they give you orders that are not responsible, you have the right to say, no, I will not obey these orders, and nobody is going to kill you. The only thing is for you is to apply for voluntary discharge and leave. When I was in the system, I took part in so many wars. Okay, and I was active in the war front. But when it comes to peacetime, when it comes to your country, you are not fighting war there. You don't have the right to begin to unleash your weapon and in a disproportionate volume to your people. And for someone to come out and begin to tell you, oh, I did that because of this, I did that. Disregard it. The person did it. It was his intention to obey those orders. Do not go and start killing your own people because you took an oath of allegiance. No, don't do it. Do what is right. Once you are in that uniform, one day you will come out and you will be asked, just like NHA is being asked today. I was there. I left them because of what they wanted to use me to do in Southern Kaduna. I will continue to repeat it, and I will continue to repeat it till the day God will take my life. Do not excuse any soldier who, by commission or omission, kill innocent people simply because he was obeying stupid oath of allegiance. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay, Mr. Vine, I was going to ask about the military. I mean, it's a yes. They can't say no to command. What would they have done at that point? Step down.
That is why they call it a voluntary job. If they give you unnecessary orders that you cannot, you know that this right from the bottom of your heart, these orders are just like that Lekki toll gate. You can say no, I will not do it. Drop the uniform and leave them. Let the other people that are going to do, that have the mind to commit such crimes, and commit it. Our people said, the day they are going to kill an innocent people, let me not be there. Otherwise, the curse of that innocent people will be upon me as well, that participated in killing that person. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mama.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Vine. Mr. Church, please. All right, we'll move on to Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, please, your final submission.
Yes, I want to say what the last caller said. I think he's correct in everything he said. Most times it's just because of the knowledge and mentality we have in Nigeria. We think whatever military tell us or whatever the government tell us is true. Most of us used to watch foreign movies. If you watch C-Team or all those American movies, there are some command that the general will give them. They will abort the mission. The leader will abort the mission. The reason knows to him, and also if he find out that this is the good reason, he will abort the mission. He shouldn't go, maybe continue to maybe whatever command, whoever giving that command. So it's just that in Nigeria, we all kind of abort that kind of mentality that whatever military says, yes, is yes. No, everybody have right to say when you see something wrong, you say this is wrong. So far as you have something to back it up, you back it up. Unless when people like trying to hide under that umbrella and begin to say, no, it's because of military. No, the same military in Nigeria is the same military all over the world. So Nigeria all is not different from other people practicing military. So that is one thing I want to say about that. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Chooks. Are you available now? Okay, this is to remind you of our other lineups. We have the discussions Monday through to Thursday by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. We have the debates every Friday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Please do well to follow through. You know, the newspaper review Monday through to Saturday, 10 a.m. Nigerian time, and the chat Mondays and Wednesdays. So on Wednesday, we have quite a dicey topic to talk about. Over the weekend, you will be following the recent domestic violence case that has resulted to the death of the wife. You know, she and to think that she doused herself, according to the story, she doused herself in the same liquid. I think she used the kerosene, the same one she intended to use to burn down the house. She poured it on herself. That was supposed to be a threat to the husband, but he was not moved. Okay, you know what? I just wanted to, just to puncture your appetite. So we'll continue the discussion on Wednesday, but I need us to all stay in, to all look forward to the Wednesday broadcast, and I need us to anticipate it too. So please do well to join the Wednesday broadcast. Yes, so we have the chat Monday and Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Nigerian time. Please do well to turn on your notification bell. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like every broadcast, share, and invite someone to our broadcast. Thank you so very much. Okay, so we are done with our newspaper review. Thank you. The comment section is so engaging, but please let's give our submissions with respect, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being on this broadcast, to each and every one of you. We'll be back here shortly for the chat. Please do well to join us on the chat today. We'll be talking about mental health and mental illness also. So please do well to join in today by 1 p.m. Turn on your notification bell, so when I go on live, you would be notified. Thank you very much. Yes, have a good day, Bella Naomi. I wish you a better week. Thank you, Michael. Take care. Okay, Evans, and Van Maxwell. Okay. Please, let's have our submission in love. We'll be back here by 1 p.m. Thank you to each and every one of you. Take care. Have a good day, and bye-bye.